Have you ever wondered why we sometimes act in ways that surprise us, or why certain patterns keep repeating in our lives? This might be the work of our shadow self, a largely unconscious part of our psyche that houses hidden aspects, desires, and fears. It's like an unseen rucksack we carry, filled with all that we've disowned or rejected about ourselves. But it's not all doom and gloom. The shadow self isn't just our dark side, it's a part of who we are, a vessel of untapped potential and authenticity. By understanding our shadow, we can better comprehend our behaviors, reactions, and the recurring themes in our lives. This understanding is especially crucial when looking at the 12 archetypes, universal symbols that represent our core human behaviors. Each archetype carries its own shadow aspect, reflecting the delicate balance of light and dark within us. The shadow is not just our dark side, it's a part of who we are, and understanding it is the first step towards self-awareness. The concept of the shadow self was first introduced by Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung. According to Jung, the shadow self isn't just a dark, ominous figure lurking in the corners of our minds. It's a part of us, a complex tapestry of emotions, desires, and traits that we've pushed away, consciously or unconsciously. In the realm of Jungian psychology, the shadow self is considered the unconscious aspect of the personality which the conscious ego does not identify with. It's the part of us that houses our deepest fears, suppressed feelings, and unresolved inner conflicts. Jung believed that our shadows are formed during childhood, as we learn to adapt to societal norms and expectations. We start to label certain feelings and behaviors as unacceptable or wrong, and in an attempt to fit in, we push these aspects of ourselves into the shadows. But the shadow self isn't all doom and gloom. It's also a repository of creativity, intuition, and untapped potential. It's where we store the parts of ourselves that are too wild, too big, or too unique for the world to handle, and it's this uniqueness that makes the shadow self such a powerful force in shaping who we are. The shadow self doesn't just stay hidden away. It influences our behaviors, our relationships, and how we view ourselves. It can shape our reactions and decisions, often without us even realizing it. Ever found yourself overreacting to a situation or behaving in a way that seems out of character? That's your shadow self, pulling the strings from behind the scenes. Understanding our shadow self gives us a deeper insight into why we do the things we do. It can help us recognize our triggers, our patterns of self-sabotage, and our unmet needs. By bringing our shadow into the light, we can start to heal, grow, and become more authentic versions of ourselves. Thus, our shadow self can greatly influence how we interact with the world, often in ways we may not even be aware of. Now let's explore the 12 archetypes and their shadow counterparts. First, we have the innocent archetype, often associated with purity and optimism. Its shadow aspect might manifest as naivety or avoidance of difficult realities. Understanding this can help us face life's challenges with courage rather than fear. Secondly, the orphan or regular guy archetype, known for its relatability and sense of belonging. But its shadow aspect can show up as a fear of being left out or a tendency to conform. Recognizing this can assist us in developing our individuality and resilience. The hero, our third archetype, is characterized by courage and determination. Its shadow counterpart, however, may be a tendency towards arrogance or a need to always win. Understanding this can guide us to balance our assertiveness with humility. Fourthly, the caregiver, known for its nurturing and supportive nature. Its shadow side might express as martyrdom or being overly protective. Recognizing this can help us ensure we are caring for ourselves as we care for others. The explorer, our fifth archetype, is all about seeking out and embracing the new. Its shadow side can manifest as restlessness or dissatisfaction. Understanding this can encourage us to find contentment within ourselves, not just in external adventures. Next, the rebel or outlaw archetype, known for challenging the status quo. Its shadow aspect can show up as destructive behavior or a tendency to provoke. Recognizing this can aid us in constructive rebellion, promoting change without harm. Seventh, the lover archetype, associated with passion and commitment. Its shadow aspect might show as dependency or excessive desire. Understanding this can guide us towards healthy relationships, balancing love with self-sufficiency. The creator, our eighth archetype, is about innovation and self-expression. Its shadow side can manifest as perfectionism or fear of mediocrity. Recognizing this can spur us to embrace the process of creation, not just the end result. Lastly, we have the jester, sage, magician and ruler archetypes, each with their own unique shadow aspects. Understanding these can help us embrace humor without mockery, wisdom without arrogance, transformation without manipulation, and leadership without tyranny. By recognizing our shadow aspects within these archetypes, we can start to understand why we behave the way we do. So how do we confront and integrate our shadow self? This is where the real work begins. In the world of Jungian psychology, this process is known as shadow work. It's a journey of self-discovery that requires courage, patience, and a lot of self-compassion. It's not about fighting or trying to get rid of our so-called dark side. Instead, it's about recognizing and understanding these hidden aspects of ourselves, bringing them to the light of our conscious awareness. One technique that can be extremely helpful in this process is journaling. Writing down your thoughts, feelings, and reactions can provide valuable insights into your shadow self. For instance, you might notice recurring patterns or themes in your responses to certain situations. These could be clues pointing to aspects of your shadow that need to be addressed. Another useful technique is meditation. By quieting the mind, we create a space where our shadow self can emerge. This isn't always comfortable, but remember, it's not about judging or criticizing what comes up. It's about observing, understanding, and ultimately accepting all parts of ourselves. Engaging in creative activities like drawing or writing can also help to reveal and integrate the shadow. These activities provide a safe, non-judgmental space for the shadow to express itself. But why go through all this trouble? What are the benefits of embracing our shadow self? Well, integrating our shadow can lead to significant personal growth. It can help us to become more balanced, authentic individuals. It can increase our understanding of ourselves and others, improve our relationships, and even enhance our creativity. In essence, by acknowledging and integrating our shadow, we're taking a crucial step towards becoming whole. We're recognizing that we're not just the good parts of ourselves that we like to show to the world. We're also the bad parts, the parts that we'd rather hide. And that's okay. It's all part of being human. Integrating our shadow self isn't about eliminating our dark side. It's about understanding and embracing all parts of ourselves. So, are you ready to embark on this journey towards self-discovery and growth? It won't always be easy, but I promise you, it's worth it. As we close this enlightening chapter on embracing our shadow self, remember it's all about understanding, acceptance, and integration. Let's illuminate our psyche's hidden corners together. Enlighten us with your journey of self-discovery in the comments section. Do you see your shadow as an ally or a foe? Your views matter to us. If our content resonates with you, hit that like button and subscribe. Your support is aid to your commitment to personal growth.